Good morning. How are you, Brian? Give me a second. My day going fine. I just got off from work. Yeah. I work third shift. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. You on your way to work? No. I was gonna I was gonna go live cooking. I was gonna cook some crab cakes today, but I forgot to take out some stuff. You self-employed? What kind of work? Oh. Oh, okay. You live in a where you live at? I live in the South. I'm a Southern lady. Oh, so you somewhere where snow at? Oh, Pennsylvania. Oh, okay. How deep is that snow up there? Is it a lot today? When it starts snowing up there? Oh, okay. Well, we get snow down here where I live at too, but we don't get a whole lot. Not like it used to be over the years. I live in South Carolina, so it's sort of cold here, but it's not really what you call cold, but it's sort of cold. You in Arkansas? I have a daughter that live in Alabama, and then I got another daughter that just moved right outside of Georgia. Both of them live there for because their jobs transferred them there. Yeah. Oh, Glock, you in India? Well, welcome. No, I'm divorced. I'm divorced. I've been divorced for 2 years now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to. Eventually, I'm gonna get remarried though, but this time I got to make sure it be the right one. Yeah. You're not a big fan of your marriage? Listen, I love being married, but it's just that I chose the wrong one. And sometimes you just can choose the wrong one. And the reason why my marriage didn't work out because I chose the man, not God. So if God would have chose the man, then I would still be married. It get hard living with somebody else, but you just got to make it work. You got to make it work. But see, what be hard is when two opposites live together. Like if you got a person that like to keep things tidy, and then you got another person but just don't care about keeping things tidy, and then you may be the type of person like to pay the bills on time. Then your spouse may be the type of person will care less about the bills. You may be the type that like to save money. Then your spouse may be the type that don't like to save money. So it's all about picking the right person when it come down to that. And that's why I'm trying to be so careful this time around, because I am going to get married again, but this time around I'm going to do it right, and I know he's going to be the right man because I let God pick him. I'm not choosing him myself. But when two people, That was part of my problems when I was married, the cleaning situation. I feel like if I go out there, I'm working two jobs. I'm working a full-time job, a part-time job. I'm working just as much as the man. So when it comes down to the household chores and stuff, I feel like we need to sort of divide them. They don't have to be equally, but just pitch in and help. It's simple things that ruin marriages. You know, just simple things, small things can ruin a beautiful marriage. Yeah. But yep, I was gonna go live this morning cooking, but I was so tired yesterday. I forgot to take my dressing. I was gonna make some homemade crab cakes with some dressing from Christmas, and I forgot to take it out. So I came and got in bed for a while, but I do got to get back up. But I'm just chilling out this morning, y'all. I was gonna go on TikTok, but I'm tired. I'll just give it a break because I did go live yesterday. And if you missed that live yesterday when I did that meatloaf, you missed a good one. But I'm just in bed, just relaxing. I don't watch much TV. I don't even be knowing what to watch on TV. Sometimes it be months at a time before I turn my TV on. Yeah, because I be busy with trying to grow my platforms and stuff back. What be boring? Your marriage? I don't never be bored. It's always something to do when you got a home. Like for instance, this is my first time staying in an apartment and oh no TV. It's not boring without no TV. Sometimes a TV can be distractions. That's just like for instance, I'm not gonna tell y'all no story. Like for instance, if I was to come in here and turn my TV on every single day, it would distract me from doing other things. I won't be able to go live cooking. I'll just be wanting to focus on TV. So therefore, while I'm trying to build my platforms and stuff back up, I'm not interested in TV. Not till I get where I want to get at, like where I was once before. But I mainly be on social media. I do. And then when I'm not on social media, I got three grandkids and a pregnant daughter. I'm ready to have four grandchildren. I got three girls and my baby girl ready to have my first boy. And so I be busy. And then I work third shift. And then I got a lot of stuff I got to plan. I'm planning for. And I got deadlines. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my shorts. A lot of people be liking my shorts. I think with those shorts though, it depends on what type of music you pick. Sometimes if you pick some good music, you can get some good views. But if you pick some music where people are really not interested in, then your shorts don't do good. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be doing different stuff outside of cooking. Like for instance, on TikTok, when I go to the grocery store and I go to different stores and stuff, I take TikTok with me. And one of the reasons why I do take TikTok with me, TikTok is not as strict as Facebook and YouTube. Facebook and YouTube is real strict. If you go in stores and they playing music or whatever, they'll block your videos. But see, on TikTok, you don't got to worry about that. I love TikTok because on TikTok you can be yourself, you know. But with the guidelines for Facebook and YouTube, you got to be sort of careful. If you're not careful, then your channel be taken. So it's a lot of things I do, but I just don't bring it to YouTube because of YouTube guidelines. and cause I'm trying to build my channel over here. Yeah. Sometimes I be walking, I do all kind of stuff, but I just don't get to bring it to YouTube. Yeah. Cause I'm trying to be careful, like I said before. But hopefully my birthday is in April, and what my goal is, about time April come, I want to at least have my, well, I'm on Facebook, Forever Trina Cunningham. I'll probably post that on one of my shorts, and I'm on TikTok. But anyway, about time my birthday come in April, I want to have my 1,000 subscribers. That's my wish anyway. So I'm sort of trying to give myself a deadline. I'm trying to push it and keep going hard. Cause by the time April the 27th come on my birthday, I want to be on YouTube giving a party. But I already said, like, whenever I get to my 500 subscribers on YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and do a giveaway. I'm gonna have like a little small party, but nothing real big. But once I hit that 1,000, I'm up in there. Hey, I'm gonna go all out. Yeah. But this is not my first time doing this. I came from Facebook. I started, let me see. I think I started cooking on Facebook 2019, and I was doing really, really good too. I was getting all kind of cash apps. I was getting some coins. And then some trauma happened. I lost my mom, and it seemed like after I lost my mother I lost my mom in, let me get it right, in 2021. I lost my mom. So I started going downhill on Facebook in 2021. I tried to keep going with my cooking channel, and cause I had like, don't no, you don't need to be here right here with me in these sheets. No, thank you. But anyway, let me tell y'all my story. Okay, on Facebook, when I first started cooking, I got up to like 10,000 subscribers. Like, it just took off like a wildfire. This was in 2019. So I started doing it in 2019. 2020 was a good year. 2021, when I lost my mom, I started going downhill. And I say, you know what, God? I say, lift me up. I say, lift me up. I say, give me the thrive to cook again. I said, let me cook again. Let me just keep going. I say, God, just help me. I say, just give me that push. Okay, that was in 2022. That was in 2021 when I lost my mom. So I came back on Facebook. I started cooking another look for a few more months, and then 10 months, 3 days later, y'all, something real bad happened. I'm a mother of five. I got four daughters, and I got one son. 10 months, 3 days later, after I buried my mom, I lost my son in 2022. So after I lost my son, I went downhill. I started suffering from depression, anxiety. I lost it after I lost my mom and my son back to back. And then on top of that, in 2022, after losing my mom and my son, my divorce was, okay. I buried my son in that August of 2022. My divorce was December of 2022. So within 1 year, it's like I felt like I just lost it. After I buried my son, I just shut down. I got angry. I shut my Facebook down. I fell off the middle of the earth. I fell off the face of the earth. Excuse me. I fell off the face of the earth. I'm going to tell y'all what I did. I fell off the face of the earth. I was suffering from depression. It's like I just felt like it would no way out. I was like, you know what, God? I'm a good person. I plant good seeds. Why is all this stuff happening to me? I couldn't deal with it. So one day I went on Facebook and I said, you know what? somebody had inboxed me a question about my son. And I feel like after you've been on lost a child, a spouse, a loved one, if you're gonna inbox a person, say, "Hey, how you doing? Can I help you? Do you need anything?" People kept inboxing me, asking me what happened to my son. So y'all know what I did? I said, forget all those subscribers and stuff I had. I said, you know what? I don't have time for this. I'm suffering from depression. I closed my whole page down. When I closed my whole page down, I lost a lot of followers, like thousands and thousands of followers. And so that's how I lost my money and my cash apps and stuff on Facebook. But I couldn't cope with the death of my mom, my son, and other things that I was going through. But to top it off, y'all know I went crazy. Cause y'all know what I did? I jumped on a plane and I ghosted my whole country. I went to Africa. I sure did. I couldn't think right. I couldn't think right. I couldn't get myself together. So I just say, you know what? God, just lead me somewhere. Just put me somewhere like that. I went to Africa. I said, forget the US. And I just lost it. I lost it. So now, you know, after 2022, 2023, I started back getting things on track, sort of, and then I was like, I just was having real bad anxiety attacks. It seemed like anything just would trigger me because, you know, all the trauma I had been through. And 2023, I turned on my live on Facebook one day, and I tried to go back live, but I couldn't. So I turned the live back off in 2023. Okay, 2023, it was okay, and I started back feeling better about myself a little bit, and then y'all, it's been something. 2024 came. My favorite aunt, I'm thinking I'm ready to go to her house for a housewarming party. She had just brought her a nice home in another city from where I live at. I get a call from her daughter because I was supposed to have been making some food. So I'm thinking her daughter calling me to ask me, you know, Trina, what time you bringing the food? She called me and she told me that she found my aunt dead. They found my aunt dead that morning at the housewarming party. Mm-hmm. So y'all know what that did to me again? It knocked me right back down because she was my favorite aunt on my mom's side. It knocked me right back down. This right here was February of this year. And I just, oh no, you know, it knocked me back down. It took a toll out of me. But I just had to, you know, I'm trying to gradually get myself together. But it seemed like every time something is going wrong with me, I'm a runner. After my aunt passed away in February, y'all know what I was ready to do again? I was ready to run again. Yep, I was ready to leave the country again. I was. Until my baby girl called me and told me that she needed me. Once my baby girl called me and told me that she needed me, I was living in North Carolina, but my baby girl lived in South Carolina, so she asked me to come back to South Carolina. So this is how I end back up in South Carolina. Ever since I buried my mom, my son, oh, thank you, Stoner. Ever since I buried my mom, my son, and my aunt, I just been running. I've been running to different countries. I've been running to different cities. But now I'm tired. And I feel like I'm tired because I just exhausted myself with running. So now I'm trying to, you know, gradually just get myself back together again. And so it's like whenever I be cooking, that's part of my therapy. And the reason why it's part of my therapy, because my mom was disabled and she stayed with me and she used to love for me to cook. And by her loving for me to cook, When I cook, it makes me think about happy times and happy moments with my children and my mom. And so that's why I cook. Good morning, Big Papa. Yeah. So when I be cooking, it eases my pain. That's why I had said maybe I was gonna change my channel into like cooking therapy because cooking is my therapy right now. Yeah. No, I'm not new. I've been here. I've been on YouTube for a long time, but I just now started building my channel up. Yeah. But I'm not new though. Yeah, but I really got this YouTube channel to help me to cope with my trauma, my past trauma. Yeah, I just started going live. I did. I would always upload shorts, but I never would go live. And I just started going live because I opened Facebook back up and TikTok. So I said, let me come on YouTube and try to shoot my shot over here. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Big Papa. That's weird saying Big Papa, but anyway, thank you, Big Papa. Yeah, but I'm doing pretty good. The first week I came on YouTube out the middle of nowhere, I got 100. I did good the first week. I got like 100. Okay, BP. The first week when I came on YouTube, I got like 100 and something subscribers the first week. So it's gradually growing. And every time, y'all think I'm lying, but every time I upload a short or either I do a video, I say, God, I don't care if it's nothing but one subscriber. I say, just send me one or two. I say, I'm not going to complain. I don't care how many it be. Because every time I get one listen, I'm getting closer to my goal, you know? Yeah. But it's nothing popping with me. Usually I come on live and go cooking early in the morning because I just been I got off from work. And my baby girl is pregnant. Yeah, the baby's due in March. So she works second shift. So I try to come home and make sure my baby has something something good to eat and to feed my first grandson. And she is gonna name my first grandson after my son. So oh, thank you, Demetrius. Thank y'all. I just decided to come live, because when I be cooking, people do be asking me questions, but it's impossible for me to try to answer questions on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Sometime at the end of my live, I'm already a grandma. I'm a GG already. I got three granddaughters. I have one they y'all, three girls, three different personalities. One is two, one is four, and one is five. And then my grandson will be born in March. So I'm gonna have three girls and one boy, and I'm content with that. But guess the boy is gonna be the baby, so y'all know he gonna be real, real spoiled by these girls now. So since my son is gone, it's just all girls. I'm just surrounded by all girls. My grandson is gonna be the only guy. Oh, thank you. I'm 51. I'm ready to be 52. Yeah, when I be going out with my daughters and stuff, I ain't trying to brag or nothing because I know, you know. But I feel like I'm aging gracefully, you know. Yeah. But I really want to go make those homemade crab cakes, but I have to wait till later on. How old are you, Big Papa? No, I'm going to say BP. Yeah, but that's how I end back up on YouTube. I was laying in the bed one day. You thought I was in my 30s. Oh, thank you. I'm a long way from 30s. My oldest daughter is 33 And then my next to the oldest daughter, matter of fact, she just turned 30 today, December 16th. I wish, oh Lord have mercy, when I was 30. I can remember those days. Those was the good old days. The real good old days. But nope, I'm not no 30. I'm not in my 30s. I wish I was though. Yeah. I'm just trying to stay up just for a little bit because when you work third shift and you go home, you go straight to sleep. That's one of the that's one of the worst mistakes you could ever in your life make. Anyway, for me, if I would have came home and I would have got straight in the bed, went straight to sleep, I would have been up by 12 o'clock. And by 12 o'clock, when I would have woke up at 12 o'clock, I would have been up the rest of the day. So what I'm trying to do right now is wear myself down and just tire myself down a little bit. I don't have anything to clean or nothing. I wish I had something to clean, but I keep everything. I'm a real tidy, neat, clean person. So it's like, you know how some people can come in the house and just find something to clean. That's not my story. I don't have to. I don't do that. I don't have to do it because I keep everything organized and clean. Yeah. I was gonna go out this morning try to go get some seasons. I like going out in the morning and going to the different grocery stores and try to find different seasonings and see can I get some on sale so I can have different stuff to cook with when I be going live. Yeah. But that's just about it. I'm just in my room chilling. Probably stay up to about. I live in South Carolina. I'm a Southern lady. Thank you, Demetrius. Yep, I'm very in order. You could tell by my videos. My videos, it don't be no front. That's my everyday living. That's just me every day, every time. I'm real grounded. I'm real organized. And I'm sort of like a scheduled person. And guess what? I really don't want to be like this no more. Okay, you're originally from Norfolk. Sometime I be saying, God, I really don't want to be this organized no more, but still. Okay, you in Chicago. Why are you in Chicago? For a job or something? Why are you saying, girl, get out of here? Who you talking to? Demetrius, who you talking to? Yeah, but I prefer to be organized than to be unorganized. I can't imagine. You can see what? You've been here. You've been on YouTube since the 80s. Oh no, you've been living in your area since the 80s. Oh, I was sure to say I know doggone well. Sorry. Yeah, it been on YouTube since the 80s. Oh, in Chicago. You like Chicago? Is it snowing up there yet? I never want to visit. I never wanted to come to Chicago or New York. Demetrius, you from South Carolina? What part? Oh, it snowed last week. I like the snow though. Yeah. What part of South Carolina you from? Thank you. I do have a southern smile. I'm a real joyful person. I laugh and I smile all the time. Even when I be angry, I be smiling sometimes, trying to cover up the pain, you know. But that's just about it, y'all. talking about I had a time in my life in Chicago. I heard Chicago was dangerous. That's what I heard now. I heard it was dangerous, Chicago. Is that true? Well, from different people that's been there before. Oh, you from Buford? No, from different people that's been to Chicago before. I know what Buford at. Buford, South Carolina. Yeah, I know what Buford at. Yeah, that's sort of down through there. Buford is. Talk like sort of geechy like. Oh, okay. What's keeping you in Chicago? Because guess what? I don't mean no harm, but I don't like South Carolina. I don't. I really want to go back to Africa, but I don't want to go back to Africa right now. But I don't want to live in the United States. I don't. I really, really don't. I love the United States, but I don't want to live here. When the older I get, the more I just feel like I want to leave. Well, you blessed, BP. Nothing ever happened to you. Yeah. Yep, that's true. It depends on what area. It really depends on wherever you live at. It depends on what area you be hanging out in and what area you stay in. And hey, hey, how you doing? Amma, Amma, Amma must be from Africa somewhere. Or let's see. Yep, that seemed like that's an African name. Right. But see, you can mind your business, but sometimes don't care about you mind your business. Trouble still to find you. I knew you was from Ghana. Hey, how you doing? Cause right here where I live at, it's a little sort of, it's a really, really nice area. I live right next door from the hospital, so the apartment I live in, it costs pretty good. It's a pretty good dime. But still, guess what? Recently, we had car break-ins over here. Yeah. And over here where I live at is only elderly Caucasian people and Hispanic people. Oh, we're just talking about stuff in life, stuff about life in general, where people live at and stuff. But anyway, back to Ghana. I was in Ghana. No, last year I was in Dubai. The year before last, I went to Kenya. You right, Demetrius. Okay, let's see. I was in Ghana 2 years ago, and last year I was in Kenya and Dubai. But anyway, I was gonna come back to Ghana, but after I know what's going on with the power in Ghana, Ghana won't be seeing me no time soon. I'll pass on that. Nope. I don't see how y'all living over there in Ghana without the generators and stuff. I would absolutely die in Ghana if I didn't have no air or no generator. It's like in Ghana, you could be in the middle of taking a bath, just in the middle of watching a TV show, boom, the power go off. And from what I heard, China is controlling Ghana power, and Ghana owes China money. So therefore, by Ghana owing China money, they just turn the power off anytime they want to. So no, it's no youth around here where I live at. It's just a lot of elderly Caucasian people, and I'm right. I guess the reason why it's a lot of elderly Caucasian people and elderly Hispanic people over here in my apartment complex because You know how sometimes elderly people, when they get sick, they want to be real, real close to the hospital and the doctor offices and stuff. And so we right here next to the hospital. Then we surrounded by, hey Seneca, and then we surrounded by a lot of doctor offices. So that's how I get here with all these elderly people. But it had to be a lot of outsider people. So you're from Africa? No, I can not stay there. I just want to visit my place where I live. Oh, you live in Italy? Okay, you went to go visit your grandparents. Yeah, I'm telling you, Ghana is nothing like it used to be. It's nothing like it used to be, y'all. It's something, and it's sort of scary too. You know, just imagine you in your house and then boom, all the lights just gone. That's scary. And then if you got a generator in Ghana, how high the gas is, petrol is in Ghana, you can't afford to use no generator no every day in Ghana, not unless you got some real, real, some big money over there. Other than that, I'm not going back to Ghana no time soon because I suffer. And then the price of everything went up over there in Ghana. When I was first over there in Ghana, you could get eggs for like 5 cents each. Now I think probably one egg probably costs about 75 CDs or something over there in Ghana. Ghana CDs. You'll suffer over there, but I ain't gonna lie now. Y'all, when I went to Ghana, whew, I was living the time of my life, even though I was going through all that trauma and stuff about my mom and my son. But it seemed like one thing about it, when you in Ghana and in places like that, thank you, Demetrius, when you in Ghana and other countries and stuff like that, it's like you just be so free spirit. It's like anything that you going through, it just will disappear for a while. Yeah, the people who live in Ghana is very, very strong. Thank you, BP. Just turn your notification button on. Yeah, it's no telling what it's no telling who came over here and broke in them cars though. It's no telling. No, Seneca, I'm not married. I'm divorced. But hopefully I'm with the right guy now. And guess what? He's Ghanaian and he's over there in Ghana. You know. He's there and I'm here. What you mean? You peeped the ring finger? Even when I was married the last time, I stopped wearing my wedding ring, my wedding band, my wedding ring because it wouldn't. I wasn't happy in the marriage. But it's a lot of people married nowadays, and they don't even wear they wedding ring or they wedding bands or whatever. I feel like that's a form of disrespect in a way, though. Although I did it, but see, I did it at the end when my marriage was ending. Now, as long as I was happily married, I wore my rings. I did, but when my marriage started crumbling, I look threw it to the side. Yeah, but anyway, back to Ghana. I was living the life over there, y'all. Had a good time. Although a lot of them Ghanaian women, they be very mean to some American women. They be real mean. Yeah, yeah, they be real mean. I was laying down one Sunday, and then I had got an apartment over there. Then I heard a knock on my door. Boom, 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 like that. And I said, "Who?" I said, "Who's there?" And then she called her name. A fear. A fear was one of the neighbors. So I opened the door, and she said, "Come, come, 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 come." And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "You need to sweep. You need to sweep." It was on a Sunday morning. Thank you, Seneca. It was on a Sunday morning. Her and two other ladies were standing outside just waiting on me. I went outside. And they said, you need to sweep, 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 sweep. We're going to take turns. You sweep, you sweep, you sweep, you sweep. I do. He already have, but we just gonna. I'm gonna wait till he get here, and then we'll work on that. But right now he's over there, and I'm over here. So you know, if it's meant to be, God is going to bring us back together again. I told y'all this time I'm letting God pick my husband. I'm not gonna mess up this time and pick a man myself. I'm letting God do that. So I feel like if God bring him to America, Seneca, thank you. I feel like if God bring him to America, it's meant to be, you know. Some of the Africans hit different. You right about that, but I'm gonna tell you something now. Some African men is no worse than American men. You got some American men that love a JJ. You got some African men that love a JJ. But it's one thing about a good African man. You got the good African man. When he loves you hard, and he loves your family hard, and that's just the end of it. And an African man, it's a different kind of love from some American men. Seriously. Yeah, they do be having beef with y'all black. You know how some African men, they do have beef with some black American men, like some African women have beef with some American women. Because when I was in Ghana, some of the women over there, they treated me horrible, you know. Like for instance, that neighbor I was telling y'all about, who was knocking at my door real, real hard. And I went out there all cheerful and, just holding a decent conversation. And then she started saying, you going to sweep, you going to sweep, you going to sweep, 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 sweep. I stood back and I said, listen, you got to talk to me better than that. If you want me to do something, if you ask me, I do it. But if you coming to me, it's something about some African women, their voice and their tone is very demanding. It's very demanding towards another woman, but not towards a man. If y'all notice something, a lot of African women, when they speak real, real low and soft. And y'all know why? Because they be intimidated by the African men. So when they be intimidated by the African man, they'll talk real, 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 real soft and low when they talking to the man. Most of them will. But when they talking to a woman, gloves off. They will go crazy on you. But anyway, I was telling her, I said, if you want me to help y'all to sweep the porch, I said, you just can't knock on my door and demand me just to sweep, 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 sweep. You ask me. If you ask me or you come to me and you say, let's take turns sweeping, I would have said, okay, sure. But you gonna come and knock on my door and act like you my mother and you gonna demand me to come outside and sweep. Sis. It didn't go down like that. I told all of them to get out my face. Yeah, a lot of I don't know why Africans they something else. Some Africans are something else. They'll pick at you. They'll talk about y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all think some of these American people something. Some of these American people is nothing compared to some of these African people. They look down. You think Americans look down on each other? Africans look down on each other. If you don't got this right here, if you don't got no money, you don't got no business, you don't got no car, you don't got no iPhone, you don't got no decent shoes, no decent clothes. The Africans, even the older ones, they'll stand up and they'll pick at you. Yeah, then they envy the light skinned Africans. Some of the dark skinned Africans, they be acting like they not Africans because the ones be light skinned, they be acting like the light skinned ones is not Africans because they're not dark, you know. But it's just when I went to Africa, I was shocked. I was shocked at how people was behaving and acting towards each other. You know, Hey, Bill Clinton. How you doing, Bill Clinton? Yeah. So that just taught me, don't care where you go, people still judge people, you know. But when I was in Ghana, if like I said, if you don't got no cell phone, you don't got no CDs, no nice jewelry, nice clothes, you ain't popping, and people gonna talk about you. Some people will anyway. Yeah. Especially, don't mess around and go to Accra. If you ain't got no money, you go to Accra, you gonna be looking a mess. You gonna get talked about. Yeah, you'll get talked about and drugged through the damn streets of Accra. But everywhere I went, I like Kenya the best. I want to go back to Kenya. That's why I want to go back to. I think we should get each other numbers so we can talk after this. Um, we could talk on here, baby. Just turn your your notification on. We could talk on here. I call on everyone because he was mad with the girl. That's like in America, you know. You know, it just depends, y'all. If, I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. Not speaking for all Americans, but why every time somebody from America get ready to travel, they want to travel to like Jamaica, Mexico, different places like that. Ever since I'm gonna tell y'all something. Ever since I was 5 years old, I kept saying, one day I'm gonna go to Africa. And I say, my very first international trip, I said, I'm going to Africa. And I kept speaking it for life for so many years. And then look what happened. One day I just got on the damn plane, suffering from anxiety and depression, and I went to damn Africa. Boom, that quick. Yeah. And then after I went to Ghana, I was still suffering from depression and stuff. I came back to the States and stayed, what, 3 months? And I say, 3, 4 months. And I say, you know what? I can't get my mom back. I can't get my son back. I say, my life is not where I want it to be. I say, you know what? I'm ready to get on the plane. I'm ready to leave again. So I left again. And then the second time I left, that's when I end up in Kenya. Yeah. And I love Nairobi. Y'all go visit Nairobi. Sometime instead of going places like, other places like Jamaica and different places like that, go to Africa, y'all. Y'all will love it. Yeah. And the different skin tones, LL color people did that to you, didn't it? Yeah, African women did that. Misbehaved and act rude and ugly, And they some beautiful people. Ghanaians are very friendly. But I also have a lot of Nigerian friends too. I'm just a person. I just love people. I don't care about your nationality. I just love people. That's the type of person I am. You know, I love people. I like to meet people all over the world. I just love people, and I don't mind talking to nobody. Yeah. Let's see. The first time I was going, I was so happy and say, "Wow, wait, oh, can finally see my city," but how they acted just was bad. I saw the rest of my family, but how they know no respect. But okay, that's how it is. That's how it is. You probably was excited to go back to Africa, but I bet you time you got to Africa, some people was begging. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something what happened. When I first got to Africa, time I got off the plane, when you go over there, don't have your passport out because they know what country you from depending on the color of your passport. They mess around and seen that blue American visa in my and passport in my hand. The begging began. The begging began, y'all. You got to be careful when you go over through them. When you get off that plane, it seems like some can spot you from a mile away. Like, mm, she or he's not from here, so let me go ahead and try to, tell her him a sad story. But when I was over there, I volunteered at the orphanage. I did good. I went to go see different kings and stuff. You know, different chiefs. I did real good. I had a real good time over there, and I also spent a lot of money over there by just giving it out because when you go over there, just have some money and just volunteer. Yeah, because I'm a giver, and I don't like to see people in need. It hurts me. It hurts me to see people in need. That's just like yesterday when I went out before I had did my live. I seen about 4 or 5 homeless men. Y'all, my city's ate up with homeless people now. It didn't used to be like this. I seen like 4 homeless men standing on side the road. It just tore my heart up. Tore my heart up. My mother was asleep because we went out because we were enjoying. Because the first time, wait, because the first time we didn't have a car. So we called my mom, left her phone, and I felt she forgot something. Oh, the taxi driver, guess what? One of them tried to, he stole your mom's phone. I was in this taxi one time in Ghana, and I never got back in Texas again by myself over there. I had gotten this taxi and I had told the guy to take me to the market. It's just a wonder I didn't get killed. I had told him to take me to the market right near my apartment. He took me to a market, probably a whole, t- took about 35 minutes to get to that market. And I was like, no, that's not the market I told you to take me to. But see, he did that so I could get him more money. And I told him, I say, if you would have took me to the market I asked you to take me to, I said, you would have prospered more. I said, I was going to pay you more. I said, I was going to give you a good tip and pay you from bringing me here. But I said, by you doing that, I said, let me get out your taxi. And guess what? When he took me to that market about 35 minutes away, what his intentions was, he thought that I was going to use him to bring me back. But see, I pulled a him on him. I didn't get back in his taxi. Don't try to get over. I, for the love of God, I don't understand some people they be trying to get over. When you try to get over, you think you getting over. You may be getting over in your brain, but guess what? Just like you got over on that person, somebody else gonna get over on you. That's how that works. It's whatever you put in the atmosphere, that's what you get back. That's how that works. You know, that's bad. They'll steal the shirt off your back in Ghana. They'll act, they'll ask you for anything. They will steal the shirt off your back in Ghana. Yeah, you do reap what you sow. See, that's how that taxi that's how that driver did me. They and don't listen. Don't get me started on this. Don't mess around and go to the restaurant and order something. If you go there and you order fish and they don't have no fish, when they bring your food out, guess what? It's gonna be chicken or whatever they want to give you. They don't even come back to the table and say, "Madam or sir, I'm out of such and such. Whatever they got in their kitchen, that's what they're gonna bring you back and serve you and think you got to pay for it. I kept getting into it with them over there about things like that because I'm an American lady and I thought maybe, you know, how in America, if they out of something, they let you know. They just don't randomly just bring, you don't order fish and they just gonna bring you chicken and sit at your table like you just supposed to pay for it and take it. No, it don't work like that. When I had went to Suyani, no, I was in Kumasi. No, this happened in Suyani, y'all. When I was in Suyani, I was at this hotel. I was at this wannabe 5-star hotel in Suyani, y'all. I think the hotel probably was around about $90 a night, something like that. But anyway, the chef there, I had ordered a steak and a salad. I did. And I think for the steak and the salad, it probably came up to about $40 for real. $40 in American money now. $40 in American money, that's a lot of money in Africa. I was waiting on room service to bring my food. They brought my food up there. And when I took the top off the food, I was like, well, the steak, it look alright. I say the steak look alright. I goes to try to cut the steak, y'all. The knife would not cut the steak. The knife wouldn't cut the steak. That's how tough the steak was. I said, you know what? I'm not going to act up about it because they cooking my food downstairs and I can't see what they're doing. So I'm just going to order me something else. So what I did with the steak and the salad, I didn't throw it away. I got it. And then when I went outside, I gave it to somebody else outside, at KFC. I seen this guy over there at KFC. He was looking really, really hungry. So I gave him the steak and salad. But anyway, after I, after that, I say, I'm not going to, just act ugly because they got to fix my food. So I ordered a double cheeseburger and some fries. I did. They brought the double cheeseburger and the fries up to my room. I took the top off. I said, well, the cheeseburger looking good. I went to try to go bite the cheeseburger. My teeth wouldn't even go through the beef. And I said, I looked on the receipt. I think that came up to about $27 in American money. I looked on the receipt and then I said, you know what? This gonna be $100 I done wasted. So let me go downstairs and talk to the chef. I went downstairs just as nice and just as sweet and just as humble as ever. And I said, can I talk to y'all chef? And they was like, the girl, why? I said, because, I ordered 2 orders from the room service and I said, and both of them, both of them no good. I said, I already gave away the steak and the salad. And I say, so can I please talk to the chef? The chef came out there and started talking to me. And I was telling him about how tough the steak was and how unseasoned the steak was and how I couldn't even bite through the burger with my teeth. Now, he was like, mm. Kept doing me like that. He said, I've been cooking for 25 years plus, and no one has ever complained about my cooking. He said, every time Michelle Obama and Barack Obama come to Ghana, they come right here to this hotel and they eat my food. I cook for the president of the United States, him and his wife. That's what he said. I looked at him. I said, you know what? You're not being honest. I said, because ain't no way Barack Obama and Michelle Obama would be eating this right here. I say, you don't cook for Barack and Michelle Obama. I say, so why are you just trying to think that you're gonna tell me anything and think I'm going to believe that? I said, ain't no way you serve this stuff right here to no Barack and Michelle Obama. And he said, you don't like my food, you like nothing I cook, don't order. And I said, you know what? I'm not gonna order nothing else from you. So I end up eating from KFC. But them some of them Africans, they will try to run game on you. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Take you other places. I know some are poor, but let's see. Oh, sorry about your mom. Sorry about that, baby. Sorry about that. But yep, tried to tell me that he be cooking for the Obamas and that I should be more than happy to eat his food because he be cooking for the Obamas. And I was like, man, you don't get up out my face with that because I know you telling stories. It's no way. But come to find out, I discovered the reason why the meat and stuff was so tough over there. Here in America, our meats and stuff and our animals be hormone injected. You know, be injected with different stuff to make our meat turn a different color, to make our meat smaller, bigger, and softer. Over there in Africa, all the animals eat grass. They only eat grass. So all the animals are grass fed. And that's why the cows and the chickens and stuff is so tiny in Africa because they eat just grass, all natural grass, and that's it. Versus what our animals eat over here. So that's why the meat was so tough. But anyway, after I got that tough steak and I got that tough burger, and then I had went to another restaurant, and I was for sure. I said anybody can cook chicken, so they gonna get this right. Some wings. They brought some wings out. I almost broke my tooth off with the wing. And come to find out, it's the reason why that because in Africa it be two different kind of wings. It be chickens, but I think the hens be the tough meat, and then the baby chickens be the soft meat, something like that. That's one kind of right, but not the hens and feet. I'm 6'6", 400 pounds. It wasn't gonna be a good day for him. Don't do that. No violence. No violence. No violence. You do something like that, you'll end up getting a criminal record. You don't want that. So, you know what? Some of these, I work with a few Africans over here. Some of them, now they got a lot of mouth now. Some of them got a lot of mouth. Just like some Americans got a lot of mouth, but no violence. You got to just learn how just to ignore people. Because see, the catch is you have been on put your hands and feet and everything on him. He gonna be walking around. You gonna be in jail. You gonna be done got a record and have to get your record expunged. And then you're gonna have to pay a fine and stuff with your hard earned money. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But that was funny though. Cause that's why I was thinking about doing to that woman in Africa. It's like three of them was waiting on me. I walked outside. I was like, good God, in America, when we walk outside and two and three people be waiting on you, we feel like we might be ready to get jumped. And I was like, darn, is they gonna try to fight me or what? That's what I was saying to myself. And I was like, it's gonna be three of them against just not little of me, but just one of me. And then I said, well, I hope they don't try to fight me. But they didn't try to fight me, but her whole demeanor was real, real bad and rude. Let's see. Hey, I'm a Georgia boy. He was about to get some Southern hospitality years ago in my younger days. I know better, not good. Yeah. I'm a Southern girl. I'm a Southern lady, so you know. Now, this is me all the time. You know, I'm happy, I'm bubbly, whatever, but still, I'll let you slide five, six, probably five, six, seven, 8 times. But when I go there with you, I go there with you. But I try not to act like that because that's not nice. And then I got my granddaughters, and I want them to be, you know, to have some class about themselves. And nowadays, whatever kids, how kids see you act, most of them act that way, but some, it just depends upon the kids. Cause my ready to be 5 year old grandbaby, she's a sweetheart, and she look like a curly head chocolate Indian, but sis don't play no games. She don't play no games now. And so my daughter trying to teach her that, you know, violence is not the key because she don't play no games. Now she sure don't. But see, when my kids was growing up, I didn't, my mom taught us if somebody hit you, you better hit them back. And guess what? We did exactly what my mom said do. So therefore, if somebody hit us and we was at school or whatever, we hit them back, and we kept getting kicked out of school too. So when I started raising my children, started having my children, I started telling my children, you know what? I believe you do know how to fight. But anyway, when I started having my children, by my mom telling me and my siblings that, and my brother, he was the worst. He used to get kicked out of school about every 2 weeks. I was like, I'm not gonna have my babies getting kicked out of school. So once I started having my kids, I tried to use a different method. And I would tell my kids, you know, if somebody hit you, you can always walk away. You go tell the teacher, you go tell the principal, you don't always got to hit back. That's how I raised my kids. But in a way, when you raise your kids like that, it's it's good in a way, and then in a way it's not good because they'll start letting people just bully them, and then they'll become pushovers, and then they'll, you know, just let people just do anything to them. So in a way, I hate I did it that way, but by me doing it that way, my kids, they end up graduating and going to college, you know, end up beating, you know, the odds or whatever. Even though I got 4 girls, but I don't have a house for the grandchildren to have 4 girls to be my age, because I got friends my age, and they got 9, 10, 11 grandkids now. And you know, my girls, they're about their papers. They got good careers, they travel, they got good jobs. And I think by me using a different method from my mom, that helped to inspire my girls to go further and to be better outside of what I was taught. And I feel like maybe if my mom would have taught me and my siblings just a little bit different, instead of if somebody hit you, you hit them back. Maybe, you know, I could have went a little further, but it's all good. I'm happy. Yeah. Cause when you tell some kids if they hit you, you better hit them back. Some of these kids, they'll get carried away. They hit you if you bump into them, you know. So violence is not always the key. That's what I taught mine anyway. Try Jesus, please. Don't try me because I throw hands and I fight. Don't try you, try Jesus. Okay, you from Georgia. My daughter just moved to Georgia. She just moved to Georgia, this small town outside of Georgia. Let's see. Last month, she moved from Memphis. Her job moved her from, she transferred to another job, and they moved her from Memphis to Georgia. So she's in Georgia. Yeah. And Georgia's not too far away from me. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get off of here and y'all come back and holler at me. Turn your notification buttons on and subscribe to my channel. You know, I'm a down to earth person. Well, y'all have a good day and I enjoy talking. See y'all the next time. Bye bye.